Hello, hello, I'm live. I hope you guys can hear me. I have to do a sound check as well just to see if you guys can hear me. I was gonna talk about the mysterious death of Kouru Hamada, which is a good story, really. I'm just gonna check if my sound works. Yeah, it works. Right, so my sound does work. Um, So yeah, I was gonna talk about the mysterious death of Kouru Hamada. Well, it all started when there was this program on TV, and it was about I don't know if it was a girl or a guy or something, but it was about his life really, and he was doing things like he always had like this puppet that he would speak through, and well, this puppet was like really colorful, and this puppet looked like a little bit like Pikachu, I think. And he would entertain people, and well, one day it all ended. The show lasted for like 2 years. It lasted from 2015, I think, to 2017. But it ended abruptly in 2017 because he was murdered. Yeah, he was murdered somehow, and he even had a funeral and everything. And a lot of few people who people know today came to the funeral. And when they looked in his casket, he wasn't there. So like, cause they saw his dead body and everything. But when like they saw his body for the second time and they looked in the casket, when the when the actual funeral was, he wasn't in the casket. He wasn't in the coffin. It was a scary situation, and I think this event was actually filmed or something because this Kari Hamada was like really, really, really famous. So like when he died, a lot of people came, but like it was a long time ago, but he wasn't in the coffin when they looked because they saw his body before, and then when the actual funeral was, he wasn't in the casket. He wasn't in the coffin. So like the casket, yeah. It was scary, but the actual grave, his grave still exists today, even though they couldn't find his body on the funeral. I don't know where it is. I think it's in New York or something. I don't know. But it was pretty creepy. I think I saw the funeral a long time ago. It was a while ago. Because now it's 2022. And I remember everyone crying, and then they were gonna look at the inside the casket because they were gonna say goodbye for the last time. And then he just wasn't in the basket. He wasn't in not the basket. I'm sorry. He wasn't in the coffin. It was a scary sight, but it was pretty shocking because everybody wondered where he was because everyone thought he was like, but his body was dead. But when they saw it a second time, he wasn't in there. So everyone was like confused. Everybody thought that he came back to life or something. So it was pretty creepy. But like, never mind. This happened in the future. This didn't happen like when Jesus Christ was alive or something. But like, this event happened for real. So it's kind of creepy. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to say about the event because I remember There was a lot of people who watched the show still remember it. But like the people who came to his funeral, one of them could have been the murderer. But as I said, he was murdered. He was murdered by this female from another program. I don't remember what program it was, but I think it was a program where this girl just asks questions all the time. I've never seen that program myself, but I've seen the program Kouru Hamada was on. But the program that the girl who I don't know. Wait, I think, but it was a female who killed him. At least that's all I know. But I don't know how old she was. I have no idea her age. But anyways, that program where she was just asking questions was pretty popular as well. I don't know if she killed him because of jealousy or rivalry. I mean, they were rivals, they were enemies because they had both the programs at the same time, her program and his program. But I don't know, but she did murder him somehow. I never got into the how he got murdered, but she did murder him somehow. She's still on the loose though, which is the problem. Yeah, they once she murdered him, she kind of did a runaway. Nobody knows where she is today, which is the scary part. But I remember her being a brunette. At least I saw pictures of her. She was a brunette. I think she was Caucasian, brunette and Caucasian. But she I don't know. She always used to wear pink on her program. But yeah, I don't know if she stabbed him or something. I don't know how she murdered him. But he was just murdered. But it's an interesting story because, I mean, this Hamada, he was pretty famous. He was like really, really famous. And like his program was going good for him and everything. And then she just came and murdered him. But as I said, the funeral, there were people who people know today who came to the funeral. This story hasn't been pretty popular because it's kind of a secret story that happened. Not many people know about it. In Europe, at least. In Europe, people don't know about the story in Europe. Um, but it's pretty known in America and Asia. But it's an interesting story. I just wanted to talk about it because it needs to get more attention, I guess. Hamada was about how old? Hold on. He was about in his 20s, so he was like 22, I think. No, but he was 22 when he started, and when he died, he was 24. No, wait. How old was he? Hold on. He looked like a 20-year-old. I could swear when I saw the program, a few clips of it, I was like, this guy looks 24, 22, but no, he wasn't. Hold on. No, wait. He was born 1975. Yeah, he was born 1975. And he died 2017. That he must have been pretty old. I don't know how old exactly. I can Google it because I don't know about these age things. Let me see. If I Google it, 1975 to 2017. How many years? Right, so he'd be 47 today, but this happened 2017. So after minus 2, 5 45 years minus 5 is so he'd be 40. He was 42 when he died. He was 42 years old when he died. Right. But he looked like a 20-year-old when I saw the program. So it's pretty awkward. But yeah, anyways, he was pretty old. As to say the girl who murdered him, I don't know how. I don't know how old. Um, I don't know how old she was though, but she looked pretty young. It's scary that nobody knows her whereabouts today. It's really creepy. But her name began with something with M, Minnie or something. I don't know what her name was, but let's just call her Minnie. Right, Minnie. She was not that old. Her program wasn't that popular, but people still watched it. She would always ask questions and stuff like that. I never saw the program myself, but I just heard about it. I kind of read about it, an article about it. And people didn't really like her very much. She wasn't very kind to people, especially privately and in reality, really. But I think she was friends with Hamada, which was the whole thing. How she eventually ended up murdering him and everything. But I did read that he was murdered in a hotel, which was the creepy part. I don't know. I don't know what country he was murdered in, which is the problem. Because this program, his program, Hamada's, everybody used to think that he was in Asia or something. Everybody used to think he was in Asia, but I don't know if he was in Asia. I have no idea where the program took place. Unfortunately, that's the problem with the TV shows. You never know, like, where they are unless they say where they are, or you can get like they're in a famous place. That's when you know where they are. Otherwise, you don't really know unless it's like national TV, something like that. But it's an interesting case. Um, well, I heard nice things about Hamada. He was a nice person. He was always kind. Um, I think he had a lover or something. I think there was somebody who really loved him, I think. I don't know. He had a lover. I'm sure of it. But I don't know if he was straight or like if he was like heterosexual or bisexual or homosexual. I don't know if he was in the LGBTQ thing. But I don't know. But I think so, maybe. I don't know. Because nobody could realize if he was a guy or a girl. So I'm sure he was probably, I don't know what he was, transgender, I don't know. Because he'd always like sound like female and then all of a sudden he would sound like a guy. So it's kind of confusing what he was really. But I never heard him say that he was bisexual or anything like that. I never heard anything like that in the program. There's like I don't know how many episodes it was. It was probably 1,000 episodes or something like that. Because I mean, it lasted for a span of 2 years. Um, his ethnicity. I don't think anybody realized his ethnicity either, which was the creepy part. Because I mean, everybody. I saw one part of the program, and then he was like talking about his hair. Then he said that his hair always used to be like straight and like really nice and stuff sometimes, but like and curly, but like I think his hair was straight all the time, I think. But like his hair was like What was it? He would say that his hair was afro, so he was probably Black American or something. But like nobody believed him. Nobody believed that he was actually black or anything, because everybody would be like, no, you're not, because he had like a live audience with him, so on the program. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. um well, there's so many mysterious things that happen on in the world, really, but this one takes the cake, really, because I mean, the girl, she vanished in 2017. Minnie, we're calling her Minnie, right, Minnie. But like nobody like knows what she was doing before she came on her program and everything, so it's kind of like a mystery. Oh yeah, I was gonna, let me just talk about myself a little bit. I was gonna like bake a banana. Like I have bananas. I was thinking maybe I should bake them or something. Hold on a minute, I'll be back. I'm back. I'm back again. Yeah, I was just gonna check something. I'm not on my own in my house today. Of course, I'm not. I live with somebody else, so I had to check how they were feeling because she was kind of coughing a little bit. I think she just needed some water, really, and that's what was going on. Anyways, I was talking about this, wasn't I? Yeah, it's a pretty interesting case. Um, don't know where the program took place. We never got to find out that. He never said anything. But there was always like a theme song at the beginning. Um, I don't remember how it went. Um, I don't remember how the theme song went. It was pretty good though. Maybe one day I could sing it. as a cover or something. I don't know. Um, I've only talked for 20 minutes and I already don't know what else to say, but like we can still talk about what I said, I guess, in a little bit more. Um, sorry. I was thinking maybe, seriously, I'm thinking that maybe I should like go and bake a banana with chocolate in it because I have like baking chocolate. But personally, in my own time, I have a pastry chef class. So yeah, I'm like studying to be a pastry chef. And that's what I'm doing in my own time. Anyways, enough about me. Okay. So when they didn't find him in the casket, I mean the coffin, everybody all looked around, and then one person said, "Look over there," because there was like somebody running in the background. It was really strange. When they looked over to see who it wasn't him. It was somebody else who looked like him. This was kind of scary because it wasn't even him. It looked like him, but it wasn't exactly him. And the person was like, their face, it didn't look like him at all. You could tell it wasn't him. It was like somebody else. And they were like, "Where are you going?" And then he was like, "It's I have to go." And then everybody's like, "But you're dead. Where are you going?" It was like really creepy. The thing is, all of this happened live. It was live. Wait, I did see the funeral, but it was like live or something. I don't know, but at the time when it was shown, it was live. But I only saw a clip, something of it, like. But it was like so creepy. It wasn't him who ran around. Oh, so scary. When somebody dies, you expect them to be dead, right? You don't expect them to like move around or something. But it totally wasn't him, the person who was running around as him when the funeral was happening. But it was like a big funeral. Like there was like a big black car, the funeral car, and like everybody was dressed in black. Yeah, and everybody who he knew somehow came. Everybody he knew, I mean, came. He. The thing is, most celebrities just die, right? And then that's it. You never see them again, or people just impersonate them or something. But this time, another person was impersonating him on his funeral, which was the creepy part. Like, I don't know, but he died in January 2017. I don't exactly remember what day, if it was the end of January or the beginning, but it was just like so scary. So scary. Uh, like his normal fans who are not famous or anything, they were obviously watching all of this and they were all like stunned to see all of this. I can't say I'm a fan or anything. I'm a fan now that he's died. I'm a fan. But like because I only heard about the show after he died. So I heard about the show after 2017 really. But it's an interesting case. Like every entertainer shouldn't just die like that, even if they're famous or not. Because I do YouTube. I've done YouTube for 10 years, and like this case kind of scared me because like if you're not allowed to do what you love doing, how are you supposed to supposed to, go on, but everybody dies, I guess. But R.I.P. Seriously, Hamada R.I.P. But it's a scary story, really. I'd rate the story on a horror level, but now you're all like wondering whether it happened or not. I'm probably gonna reveal that till the end, or I'm not gonna reveal it at all. Reveal the truth about it at all. But it was interesting because everybody was crying for a good time, and I'm sure that he wouldn't want people to cry over him for dying, because I'm sure in one part of his in one episode of his program, he said that he didn't want anybody to cry over him a lot when he dies. Like, it's not, I don't know if he like predicted that he was going to pass away, pass on, but I don't know. But but I don't know, like, there was this song playing when his funeral was happening. Well, that was before everyone started crying and stuff. But what song was it? Well, there was many songs played. There was even like anthems played, and I was thinking, what the hell? When I heard that, I was like, who plays an anthem when somebody dies? Like, you play like American anthems when somebody dies. It was like anthems though, but he wasn't. I think he was British or something like that. But I don't know why they were playing like American anthems as well. But they were playing anthems when he was dying, and I mean when his funeral was. But the thing is, they were playing a song. I don't remember what song it was. It was this really nice slow song. Um, I don't know. A lot of mishaps happened at that funeral, even before they found this other person impersonating him. Like, the music would stop at some point, and everybody would just look down when the music stopped. They would all like just stop and look down all at the same time in unison, which was totally creepy. Like, there's so many mishaps, and then somebody would go on, excuse me, sorry, like, who's standing on the pedestal. Ah, so many creepy things that happened. I don't know why everybody was looking down when the music stopped. Because, I mean, there was like no respect in that funeral at all. There was none. Like, a lot of things happened, a lot of mistakes. Like, it was live TV and all when it was shown. And, like, why everybody looked down when the music stopped? I don't know. Because the music was supposed to be playing. I think songs play for like, I don't want to make jokes, but seriously, but songs play for like 3 minutes and something, or 4 minutes and something, or 5 minutes and something. So I don't know why the music would stop in the middle of like 1 minute 15, which was what it did. But that happened twice. The song that was slow, I said. No, the song that was slow, it wasn't. No, the song that was slow wasn't stopped. But there was the two other songs. There was two other songs, and in one of the songs it stopped at 1 minute 15. The other song is stopped at 2 minutes 36. But I don't remember. I don't think I know what the other song was called. But I think I can remember what the song was called, which was stopped at 1 minute 15. Um, it was a famous song. Yeah, it was that song. If I saw, oh no, I want to sing it, but I think it's called "If I Saw You in Heaven" or something. I don't know what the song is called, but he sings that. He sings "If I Saw You in Heaven, Would You Know My Name?" That song. I don't want to get copyright striked, so I'm not gonna sing it. But that song was stopped at 1 minute 15, I think. Yeah, And wait, was it that song? It just sounded like that song. It wasn't that song, was it? I don't remember, but it was a slow song. I don't know if it was Phil Collins or something. It was a slow song. 1 minute 15. I don't remember what song it was. No, I don't remember what song it was. But it sounded like that song, but it wasn't. Do you understand? It was a slow song, but probably from the 80s, 90s, 2000s. I don't know. But it was a nice song. But I just don't remember what the song was called. Anyway, I'm not good with songs and stuff like that. Thing is, especially with old songs like from the 80s, I hardly remember the names or anything at all. So yeah. But hey, this is my mom. She's passing by. But oh, did you say it's 11? Okay, so you're gonna cook now? Okay, my mom is just gonna cook in the background. It's okay. Anyways, I don't remember what the song was called or anything, but it was during 1 minute and 15. The song stopped completely. Um, at that point, everybody was already like in a total sad state, and it was just 1 minute 15. Do you guys want to know if the woman, God, nobody knows her age, but do you want to know if she was there at the funeral? Do you guys want to know that? I think she. Wait, let me think. I think there was a woman who was dressed in like black with the sunglasses, and you could see a little bit of brown hair on her shoulders, but she was wearing like a net, and like she had a hat as well, and she was wearing black, like a black costume, like a really nice one, probably Prada or something. I don't know. It's probably a really famous designer mark, but she was wearing that, and she was like crying, and then there was somebody like holding her like this a little while, and then he stopped. And then he looked at her, and then he stopped looking at her because one of the other people that came to the funeral, who you could clearly see who it was. But she was like probably the outsider of the whole funeral guests people, because she nobody knew who she was, and I don't think she revealed herself or anything like that. Um, but she just stood there crying along with everybody for a while. Um, Nobody realized who she was, and nobody was paying attention to her, anyways. Everybody was just far gone from the music stopping all the time. But like there was like no respect, as I said, on this funeral. Like the music had stopped at 1 minute 15, 2 minutes. Did I say 2 minutes 36? Something like that. Like, but the only song that was played at the full amount, like 3 minutes something, or 4 minutes, 5 minutes, how long the song was, I don't know. That song was played, and it was pretty slow. That was played, and it was nice that you played, because it was a nice song. I don't know what the song was called. Sorry. But why everybody was looking down whenever the music was stopped playing would probably be, you guys probably know the answer to that. Like I don't know the answer to that, but you guys obviously know the answer, due to respect, really, because nobody wants weird things to happen on their funeral. But yeah, there was at least one man talking on the pedestal, on the pedestal, but the scene, I think it's called a scene. when it's like, and then you can stand on top, and then I don't know, but he was stood there with the microphone and everything, and he was talking, and he was bald, and I think he looked American or something. Was talking, and he was like the host or something of the funeral. It was actually a host. Yeah, I know. I don't think he was a priest or anything, because I mean he wasn't wearing anything like a priest was wearing. He was wearing completely black, but nobody could see underneath or anything. So he stood there and he was talking and talking. And every time something new happened, he had to talk because he was the host. The thing is, the funeral was like a complete show. The funeral, so I don't know, but there was like no respect. Um, as I said, the guy he stopped holding her when she was sobbing so much. He just looked at her and he kind of recognized her and he was like, "I'm not holding her anymore." Um, but there was this one actress that came up, and she was like, she came and she spoke on the funeral, and then she said a few words of tears, obviously, because it's a funeral. But she was like, we will all miss him. We will sadly miss him. He was loved by everyone. And then she was speaking like that, kind of. And then everybody looked down, and then one of them looked down all the time. Another, like, I don't know, I would think it was a singer or something. He looked down, and then when they said, if anybody has done something to him, they will pay for it, really. And then she looked around at everyone like really angry, and everyone was like, oh my god, does she think I killed him? But like, then she stopped, and then the like the priest guy, let me just call him the priest guy, the the host, he came and he pushed her away and he said, okay, that's enough, go back down to the place. But it was pretty interesting, like the whole live funeral thing. But as I said, I wasn't watching it live. It happened in 2017, and I clearly just found this clip online, and I watched it on the internet on my computer a long time ago. Oh, I mean, was it my computer? No, I think it was my phone. I watched it on my phone a long time ago. On YouTube you can find anything. I think I found this on YouTube, actually, because there is many things you can find on YouTube which you can't really find elsewhere. But I don't know if I found it on YouTube. Maybe it was YouTube. It was a website or something. I think it was a website. Anyways, I mean, there was a lot of people that were there, like actresses and actors and singers and people like that came to the funeral. But I just want to note out that the actress that got angry and started looking at everyone and telling everybody that they have done something wrong to him, they should pay for it, and they should stand up and say that they've murdered him. This girl, the girl who was sobbing all the time, she looked up, and then she looked at everyone, and then she looked down. Everybody started getting suspicious of her, and I think there's one person who pushed her. One, like, I think it was like a person in a boy band or something. He just pushed her like this, and she looked up, and she was like, "I'm sorry." It was like you could hear what she was saying. It was like she was wearing a microphone or something, because I think she was trying to stage the whole funeral like as a fake. Then I think, I don't know, maybe she was the whole part of the host show, really, but I don't think she was. I don't know. I can't tell you guys what happens until the end. So yeah, just hold on. I'm trying to make this a bit funnier than it is, because I mean it is actually tragic, but it's kind of funny because the whole funeral had no respect because everybody suspected the girl who was sobbing to be the murderer. So that was the whole point. But like she was really putting on an act. Before she came, she was completely like holding her face. Nobody could see her at all when she came in. But it was like it was creepy. Let's say there's a creepy tone to all of it really during the end of the day. Um I'm just watching my mom cook. I'm like really interested. What is she doing? And let me just see the live stream how it looks like to other people, so it doesn't look weird or anything. I think I'm gonna change the. I'm gonna change the title a little bit. Nah, the title is good. Um, Let me just see my live stream on the computer. But it does look. But it looks interesting. The right. I was just checking the live stream if it was alright, but it looked alright. It was still an interesting event because this doesn't usually happen at funerals. People just move on really after all of it. But after the whole funeral situation, everyone got suspicious. Some people thought that he didn't really die. Some people thought he did. Um, it was a big controversy, really, something like that. But as I said, the female was sobbing. She took off all of her clothes, like not all of her clothes, but she took off her hat and the net and the scarf and the sunglasses, and then she showed herself, and it looked like the girl from the other program, the questions program, the one who murdered him. So everybody was like, and then when they all saw her, she was like, "I didn't do it. I didn't kill him. I'm not a murderer." Like that, and then everybody just kept staring at her really, and it was I swear there was no respect in this funeral at all. And then I'm just wondering how she came in when nobody noticed it was her. But she did come in a limousine. And actually she came with a car. It looked like a limousine, but it was like a black limousine. It was a black car that looked like a limousine, but it wasn't a limousine. I think she was driving the car on her own. So yeah, or something like that. Or she was sat at the back. I couldn't tell really. But as I said, this happened 2017. Hold on a minute. I'm back and I've got like this oven pancake I baked yesterday. Something like that. Kept in the fridge or something. So I put some baking chocolate on top to make it more nicer, darker chocolate. So yeah, as I was saying, it was pretty interesting. Um, when everybody found out it was her, they all wanted to jump her. Well, do something to her, but nobody actually did. Because, I mean, you can't do something to someone unless you have the right. I was wondering where the police was at this time, just to grab her and do something. To be honest with you, she kind of got away with it again. At the end, she kind of got away. She was kind of unpunished because she went off in that black car again. And by the time the police came there, she was gone. So she kind of escaped the whole funeral thing. And she escaped the police again. When she murdered him, she did escape and disappear off her program. The questions program that she did. But she totally disappeared. Like, she disappeared again. So now in 2022, nobody knows where she is. Nobody knows where she is or her whereabouts today. Mm, it's interesting because I mean the boy band that came to the funeral, they were kind of made on the same decennium, the same decade she died. I mean he died. So yeah, Hamada wasn't their manager or anything, but they were pretty close with him. Don't know how. Don't know how they knew each other or anything like that. But I knew they were pretty close. Everybody loves this boy band today. But yeah. Huh? Okay, Nisa. Mm. Nimeifanya tamu. Nimeifanya tamu, imeweka chocolate ya ile baking. Ilikuwa nayo kwa room yangu. Ilinunua nakumbuka. Kuweka kwa hiyo keki ile tulitengeneza juzi. Yeah, as I said, I have dark chocolate and an oven pancake together. So it's really tasty. From now on, I'll be making the oven pancake with baking chocolate because I mean it shouldn't be without it, really. Or with like some kind of meat inside of it, because like I make it plain and I just have it with jam and sugar. So it's like, but yeah, I live in Sweden, so yeah, oven pancake is kind of normal. It's called ugnspannkaka. Oh, I've been talking for 1 hour now. That's interesting. Oh yeah, this story was pretty big. Can't lie about that. But I think it's like a government secret or something. Just kidding. It's not. But it happened. It happened, and it's just I think it's a secret or something. But it just happened. But yeah, she did get away with it. She I don't know where she is today in 2022. The person who murdered him, the female, we call her Minnie. But she, like, I don't know. Everybody knew she had some kind of deal with the TV company. Yeah, everybody knew, yeah. She had some kind of deal with the TV company or something. Because she was just acting. Just acting again. She wasn't really crying or anything. She was fake crying. She was crocodile tears. Um, I don't know, but I might even make a 1 minute silence for him because I thought his program was pretty good and he didn't deserve to die. Really, he didn't deserve to be murdered by such a heartless woman. Really. But as you can guess by the name Hamada, Kouru Hamada, I think he was Japanese or something. So yeah, I mean, I'm just guessing by the name. I don't know, but his ethnicity he didn't look Japanese or anything. Maybe his eyes, but he looked like a black person somehow. So I don't know. His hair was always straight though and nice. So I don't know. Were those other people in the show as well? I think there was somebody called Jackson who was the lover or something, as I said. And there was Isabel or Isabella, I don't know what her name was. And then there was mm, Michael. It was kind of the baddie of the whole program. I'm gonna so need a glass of juice after this. Seriously, like apple juice or something. Because this was you can't drink, you can't eat anything like this without juice. So I had chocolate on my lips. But in real life, I don't know if he had any love or anything. He probably did. I think he was married or something in real life. Yeah, he was married, definitely. But I don't know who he married. I think he married some female that was brunette, just like the murderer. So yeah, that was in real life though. But in the show, he had a lover called Jackson. Yeah, I will have a 1 minute silence for him. Hold on a minute. Starting now. Right. I did the 1 minute silence for him. So yeah. How naman ini? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I said it. Yeah, I did the 1 minute silence for him. Kara Hamada, R.I.P. 1975 to 2017. But seriously, the funeral. No, the funeral would have been more hype about it, and I know most of you probably haven't heard about it, but some of you have. But the thing is, they decided not to publicly show this funeral again after it was live because it was like there's so many mistakes to it, and but he was like really, really famous. But I'm telling you, like even the murderer came to the funeral. The actress went crazy on the scene, like I said, like on the pedestal or whatever. I kind of wish I was there, but like I'm not like anybody famous, so I wouldn't be able to be at the funeral. But wait a minute, now that I remember, there was like the famous people in the middle or something. In the middle, like on the side on there, and then like around there was other people, like there was a lot of fans. Yeah, hold on a minute. There were people who weren't famous there on the funeral. But I remember there was like the famous people were like near like a scene place or like a pedestal or wherever. They came there with the cars one by one. And then like the limousines, I mean, or whatever. And then there were like people, like fans of Karamada, late Karamada, who were like standing like on the street corner, like on a line like this. Like there was a lot of them. Like they couldn't get to the other people, obviously. Yeah, there were fans there. Very strange. There were fans of Hamada there on the funeral, but they had to like have like a like a gate or whatever. I don't know if it was a gate, but I think it was like plastic. It was like metal bars or something holding them from like like metal things you have at a concert. Like they were there like at this level. They're like keeping them away from the famous people who came to the funeral. But yeah, there were other people. There were normal people there. They were all devastated though. But all had like most of them had like posters and stuff. And like I don't know, they were all there for Hamada, but still like they were just happy to see the other famous people. I think they were happy to see like the boy band, obviously, and other people. But they had posters that said something. I don't really remember. I might tell you guys later. They had posters that said a lot of strange stuff about the case. So they wanted the case to be reopened. The thing is, the case had already been closed by the police, but not closed like officially closed. So let me say, this story is like a mystery. It's been classified as a mystery, really. To me, I've classified it as a mystery because it is a total mysterious story, to be honest with you, even though it happened in real life. It's a total mysterious story. And it is a secret, and I'm telling you guys this because you guys deserve to know. It's not like this. It's not like this live this live funeral didn't exist. It did exist. It did happen. But I'm just saying, like, they decided to not show people the funeral after it was live because of the events that happened. Um, what I'm trying to say is that, as I said, the police closed the case, but they didn't close the case officially. The case is still open today, but it's not officially closed. As I said, the suspect, the person who murdered him, is still alive today. She's still around, but she's on free. She's on free foot, really. She We don't know her whereabouts today, and she could be anywhere in the world as we speak. But she's still at large. Not at large. Wait, she's not murdering other people. No, no, hold on. She's not murdering other people. But as I said, she's on free foot, so she's out there somewhere. I don't think she's gonna murder anyone anytime soon. She's not gonna murder. Like, don't think like you walk on the street and you're gonna find her and she's gonna murder you. That's not what's gonna happen. But like, she murdered him due to personal reasons, really. I don't know. I think it was jealousy or something. As I said, she had issues, though. She wasn't a normal person. She always put on a face, but secretly, she was like not on the right person. I mean, to my to my knowledge, anyways, because she did eventually murder him for some reason. But as I said, the case is closed, but it's still open. So she can't really do anything. She can't really go around murdering other people because she'd be charged with that murder as well. As I said, the police came and it was already too late. She was already gone. She disappeared somewhere. Maybe she took a flight to another country. I don't know where she is today. It's 2022. I don't know where she is today. She's been free. She's been freely walking around the world for since 2017. Since the event happened. So wait, how many years? She's been around for 5 years, walking around the world, really, on free foot. But it's not comfortable to have a murderer on free foot, really, because they could have murdered someone else. But I don't think she's going to murder anyone else because I think this was a personal issue, personal thing, the reason why she murdered him. So it was personal, basically. As I said, well, let me tell a little bit more about her. She was an American, actually. Yeah, She was an American, but like, as I said, Hamada was British, but he was still had the Japanese name. Um, I just find this case interesting, because it actually maybe did happen. I'm not gonna tell you guys anything, but yeah, it did happen. But it's like a mystery. I've classified it as a mystery. There's not many people know about it except the people who were there at the funeral, and obviously people know about it, but they don't talk about it openly, really. But I know that you normal people who are probably not famous or anything like that, don't know about the story. Um, it's more like a horror story, but I've heard that they're gonna make a movie out of the story. I know, right? They better. Well, they're going to make a movie out of the actual case. And yeah, I heard they were gonna make a movie out of the case, out of the whole situation about his life and everything behind the scenes and all of he was doing in his life and stuff. Like, there's gonna be a case about that because some people have claimed that they have seen him in real life and know what he was doing in real life while he was doing the TV show. Like, some people claim that he was working at like a cafe or something, and he was a normal person. He had a normal life and everything, even though he was like famous and everything, because he was the most famous person in the world. I mean, he still is today, even though he died. But he still had a normal life. He had a completely normal life. He was living like a normal person and everything. So it's an interesting story. But yeah, this is have you noticed this channel is kind of based on that right now, even though my name is actually Satshio and I'm somebody else. I'm not him. But as I said, they were gonna make a movie out of the situation. They wanna pick like a female who kind of resembles him to act like him, and it's just this. I mean, the movie is just about his life really and everything, and it's just like a documentary. It's kind of like a documentary, but it's not. But it's like it's been labeled. I don't know. It's been labeled a mystery. So yeah, because it did happen. So yeah, it's kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy how they took one person and then made them that person who resembles that person. I find it creepy when people act like a person who died, and like they resemble a person who's died, and uh, I don't know. Just the thing about actors who act like people have died, like the story about. Uh, I don't know. It's just creepy. I don't know. But they've also made a book out of it, out of the situation. They made a book out of it. So yeah, the book is pretty interesting. I've read the book at least. At least I've read the book. I've read the book. At least I do know at least something of the story. The book doesn't say everything in the story. Like, it doesn't mention the funeral that much. He only mentions a little bit of it. There's a lot of things. They don't talk much about the murderer either. They kind of pass off the story as an innocent story. So yeah, but the story has always been interesting to me. So yeah, yeah, the book is interesting. Um, but as I said, they pass off the story as innocent. And as I said, people claim to have claimed to see him in real life, and they've claimed to actually talk to him, even though he's dead. Like now in the future, I had a last incident I heard of him being reported alive is reported but like mentioned by a person online that he's alive in 2022 this year. Um, I don't remember exactly when, but they mentioned that they saw him just as a normal person, like walking around still alive and everything. But they don't really they don't really know him personally or anything like that. So yeah. Oh, the dishwasher has stopped working. Anyways, it's an interesting story. Anywho. But yeah. Um As I said, she's still on 3 foot. The murderer. So scary, right? It's kind of creepy that she's still alive and she's still moving about. But it's okay, guys. Don't be afraid. Like, I've classified this story, even though it's true, I've classified this story as a mystery. So don't be creeped out or anything. Really. And you guys are probably wondering what famous people came to the funeral, but I can't mention that. I'm afraid not, because the story is supposed to be secret, so I can't really mention it. But I do know who came because I did see the whole funeral. Not the whole funeral. Actually, I did see the whole funeral. I saw the whole funeral. Wait, how long was the funeral again? I think the funeral was like 2 hours or something. Yeah, the funeral is 2 hours, but the movie they're making for this whole story is like 3 hours or something. So if you guys are prepared to watch 3 hours of the whole movie thing, circling around his life and stuff, be free to watch it. Really, but I don't think it's. I don't think it's the movie's released yet. I don't think so. I could probably find some clips of it before it's made, or trailer or something to show you guys if you guys like that. But like, it's creepy. It's a mystery. I passed off the story as a mystery way long time ago. So yeah, it's a mystery. I don't think nobody talks about it publicly, like to do with the John Lennon death and other deaths. Um, yeah. Did you know Kouru was actually my brother? Just kidding. Just kidding. He wasn't my brother. He wasn't my brother. I'm just kidding. That would just be creepy if he was like my brother or something. But he wasn't. He never wasn't even related to me or anything like that. In Naiva, I'm just talking to my mom. Eh, nafikiri mimi hivi haraka. Bomona inasema nini kubuku? How long? 20 minuter. Yeah, a bit longer, right? Because it's really creamy. It's like really. We want the basilica. We don't have basilica. We want the basilica. Okay. Yeah, I was just talking about Swedish and English. But I was speaking Swedish and English. But yeah, I know 3 languages. I know Swedish, English, and Swahili. So yeah. Well, enough about the languages I know. But it was like it was an interesting funeral. That's all I have to say. And the fact they're gonna make a movie out of it, I'm so excited because I'm gonna watch the movie. But I don't know why I'm excited. I should be like sad, but I'm not sad. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it was fake. I don't think the story was fake or anything. I don't think so, because it was true. But um, I just think that he really did die. Yeah, he really did die, and he really was murdered. But the thing is, why would they come to the extent to make somebody run around looking like him when he was on his funeral? Like, he jumped out of the casket and started walking around? That I don't understand. And why the murderer came is one thing. Like, conspiracy. The whole funeral was like a conspiracy, really. This whole story is a conspiracy, right? I'm just kidding. But it's like, what? I'm not. It's like it's a mystery. It's a mystery, but I'm saying a conspiracy because why did it happen like that? Why? Oh my god. But she has some kind of the questions girl. The question, which color? No, the questions program, or the girl, or the female program. What's her name? Minnie. She clearly, I don't know, but she clearly had some kind of deal with the TV people or something, who was probably showing on the channel or something. Because how could she just turn up? I don't know. It's just a big fat conspiracy. I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. I don't know. I just think that everybody deserves to show their content or their TV show or something like that until they want to stop. And when they want to stop, they should stop and then go on and do whatever they want to do, and then die peacefully in their bed. Not like Kouru Hamada, really. I don't think anybody wants to die like that. But he died with the passion of doing what he loved doing, which was the most important part, really. Um, Wait, let me remember the program that she was in. The murderer. Let's call her murderer. I'm just kidding. No, we can't call her the murderer. We don't really. Nobody has like concrete evidence that she murdered him. That's the problem. That's probably why she's still at large. Just kidding. She's not large. No, but no. Everybody knows she murdered him. She actually did murder him, and she did admit somewhere that she murdered him. But like, I don't have any evidence that she murdered him. But I know that the police did find a lot of evidence that was pointing towards her, and they found evidence that it was her, like proper evidence that it was her who murdered him. But like, she's just been able to escape the police the whole time. So it's been strange. I wonder if there ever will be justice, if she ever will be done for what she did. One day, I'm sure she will. Something will happen. She will probably face jail, really, or something. Yeah, she'll definitely go to jail if they find her. She will go to jail straight away. I wonder how old she is today, though. Well, when she started her program, I think she was 18. Today, I don't know how old she is. But the thing is, the strange thing was her program started at the same time his program was starting. So 2015. So if she was 18 from 2015, 5 plus 2, so 7. 7 plus 18. 2. So she'd be 25 today. She'd be 25 years old today, basically. Yeah. Yeah, she'd be 25 years old today. But she's still alive, so I'll not say that she would be. She's 25 years old today. Right. I think maybe she'd get a life by now, go to the police and just say it's me. Hey, I did it. But just go, hey, it's me. Then arrest her straight away. But I don't know. I don't know if she's still in America or where she is right now. But she was American, but I just never found out where she actually lived. I didn't get any information about that either. Strange enough. I'm telling you, it's a total creepy story. But wait, I didn't tell you what the show was called that she was in. Oh yeah, the show she was in was called Miranda's Questions. That's the show she was in. But the show he was in, I'm gonna leave that out, like his show's name. It's kind of his name in it, but like I don't know. I'm not gonna mention his name, his show's name, because he's spared from the agony, really, even in death. R.I.P. But like I mentioned her program's name. There's no point hiding it, really. There's no point. But I don't know. She's probably gonna come and murder me. No, just kidding. She's not gonna murder me. But like, I don't know. Nobody really knows if she was 18 or not. Nobody knows if she really was 18. Seriously. Why? How he was murdered? I think they went to a hotel together to meet each other in private. I think something like that. It was a business deal or something. I think they were sat in a restaurant eating together, and then all of a sudden, she murdered him at the restaurant in the hotel. The thing is, there were some people present. I think I read about that. There were some people present, but like I don't know about those people. But anyway, she did murder him there at the restaurant. And they were making a business deal about their shows. Mm, the thing is, it was his. She was his enemy. She wasn't his lover or anything. Um, I don't know what else I can say about this case. Really, watch out. I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's so many people who kill celebrities um, because of jealousy. Really. So yeah, there's some cases due to jealousy. What can I say? What time is it? Oh, it's 12 p.m. I'm probably gonna stop the live stream soon, but at least I've talked about it. Hmm. Gonna see how the live stream looks like again. I wonder if I'm gonna get the right picture for this. All right. I usually watch things on YouTube while I'm live streaming. Let me see. I'm probably gonna do that so I don't get bored because I've been live streaming for an hour or something. So yeah, I think I'm gonna watch like a movie at the same time or something. Um, a Cinderella story looks a bit tempting. Um, um, I'm on my library on YouTube right now. Oh yeah, I made a clip with like this old city pop video. It's Toshiki Kadematsu, this Japanese singer a long time ago. Wait, it's got so many views. Wait, actually, oh, I thought my clip has gotten that many views. I can't even see. I made a clip from another video, and I thought maybe. Oh no, no, but I did make a clip. I know it's a long story. I don't wanna. I'm not gonna get into it. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna watch a Cinderella story, I guess. I was near the end of the movie, like an hour or something in. But the whole movie is like 1 hour 35. I'm talking about the original A Cinderella story. The original one with Hilary Duff. I'm just gonna go back on that as well. I'm gonna watch another movie instead. That I love watching the ending of. Well, yeah, I have a lot of things to do today, so I might stop the live stream. Actually, thing is, I have like 4 tests or something on this pastry chef class. So yeah, I have to get cracking really. It's horrible to study because you have to kind of look for a summer job. You don't really get paid from you don't really get paid from school. So yeah, it's kind of difficult. You have to kind of get a summer job because otherwise you can't really pay your bills and stuff. And yeah, but I like wait, I'm doing this course as an adult, so it's kind of different, really. So yeah, I have like rent and stuff to pay. But I'll probably find a really good summer job anyways. So it'll be good. Oh yeah, I was talking about the death. Sorry, I got into my own personal business. Oh, who wants to know that? But who wants to know that? But yeah, ooh, lunch. I'm just kidding. I should stop looking at the oven. But yeah, this um, this whole story is kind of a mystery to me. I just the people who came to the funeral, um, the fans and the other people. Hold on a minute. Hey, ma'am. Miva, nimekuwa kukuwa black ama? Toa. Itoa ama? Labda inatakiwa kukuwa hivyo. Ulisoma Hamada Desilite? Oh, that's why then. And it's sawa, itakuwa kama sauce. Yeah, I was just talking to my mom. But yeah, everybody who came to it, the funeral, were the fans on the side and the other people who actually came. They live totally normal lives today. Nothing's really changed to them, at least. Hold on a minute. Thank you for watching my live stream. Goodbye, everyone.